According to the CDC, many Americans lack the environment that helps create healthy eating habits and weight loss. Cone Health implemented a program that helps people struggling with obesity come up with a plan to build that healthy lifestyle. WFMY News 2 Sydney Moore spoke with a woman benefiting from that program.
Self-confidence and self-care are two skills Greensboro native Katrina Hamilton says are important if you're trying to live a happy life.
Sometimes we look for those validations through outside forces, and outside forces are not going to always give us what we need.
One way she takes care of herself is through exercise.
Tuesday and Wednesday mornings, I do spin cycling class. Thursdays and Saturdays, I have swim practice.
A warning from her primary provider in 2020 is what got her into that routine after she was diagnosed with pre-diabetes.
I told him this would be the first and last time we would have this conversation.
Her provider told her about Cone Health's Healthy Weight and Wellness program. She immediately signed up.
You fill out probably a 20-page survey, your eating habits, your dietary, your physical ability, and everything of that nature.
Healthy Weight and Wellness is a medical bariatric clinic helping patients transform their lives and in the journey to do so, lose a little bit of weight. But we manage all chronic medical conditions associated with the disease of obesity.
Dr. Alexandria Yu with Cone Health works with patients who are part of the program. She says it challenges people's preconceived ideas when it comes to weight and food.
Giving people kind of tools to start changing that relationship and then implement some activities in the form of exercise to not just help them lose weight, but be able to keep it off with that new relationship with food.
After 4 years of participating in the program, Hamilton has seen great progress.
There is a picture that I have. When I look at myself now, I don't look like that. I can look at that picture periodically and say I don't ever want to look like that again.
She also says she's full of energy and is in awe of the hard work she's put in over the years.
As a woman, we don't always do what we need to do. We don't always do self-care. We always take care of everybody else and not ourselves. So healthy weight and wellness means self-care.
While working out consistently can be tough for some.
Don't let a diagnosis be your motivation.
Saying yes to that friend who invites you to take a walk or joining a group class.
Get started now.
Are the small steps that can lead to a better self-care routine. In Guilford County, Sydney Moore, WFMY News 2.
I love her story. Well, the first steps people can take to getting started to lose weight is becoming aware of the habits that you have and the reasons that set you up to eat. This helps you learn how to set up a proper schedule for exercising and eating that is personalized to you. But remember, results don't happen overnight. Experts say expectations should be 1 to 2 pounds per week at the most. They say it's all about realistic expectations.
It really is based on the engagement of the patient and how compliant they are with the changes we're trying to elicit. And what I have to remind people is if you're running a marathon, you don't remember every single step. And so to not get bogged down if one day perhaps you're not as compliant, you're making these changes so that in the long haul, this is how you live your life and you don't have to think about it as much.
Well, experts say if you feel like you've tried everything, you're stuck, it may be worth talking to your doctor about weight loss medications. Well, your weight is tied to how well you sleep and other health issues. Research shows that sleeping less than 6 hours, but more than 9 hours per night is linked to heart disease, stroke, and a variety of other medical conditions. Experts say the recommended sweet spot is 7 to 8 hours of sleep per night. But what about if you're someone who struggles to fall asleep? Well, many people who have a hard time falling asleep are making kind of the same mistakes. Sleep specialist Palvali Reddy shares common mistakes and how to fix them.
I always advise my patients to take the TV out of the bedroom. It's good practice to reserve your bed for sleep only. Another common mistake is lying in bed for a prolonged period of time, trying to fall asleep or fall back to sleep. I recommend getting out of bed when you start feeling frustrated and getting in a dimly lit, cozy area and doing something relaxing instead of laying in bed and counting sheep.
Well, Reddy also recommends a consistent bedtime routine and winding down 1 to 2 hours before you go to sleep. Nearly 1 million people across the country live with Parkinson's disease. Roughly 30,000 people have been diagnosed right here in our state. The disease can hinder the way that you move around, and that's why a Greensboro man and his wellness instructor told WFMY News 2 Sydney Moore that exercising really prolongs mobility.
You can come up.
Fatigue and stiffness
Some people have speech issues.
are symptoms Cone Health wellness instructor Karen Simmers says people with Parkinson's struggle with every day.
And up. Good. Parkinson's is a progressive neurological disorder. And the symptoms show up in a lot of different ways. Their speech gets lighter, their words get smaller, their handwriting gets smaller. So we work on big, powerful movements.
Out and back in.
Simmers teaches people how to stretch and move their bodies through her Parkinson's class at Cone Health Sagewell Health and Fitness Center.
Little bit faster, left,
She
right,
takes
left,
pride
right,
in those
left,
who enjoy
right,
the
left,
class.
back. Excellent job, everybody.
I come to Sagewell about 4 to 5 times a week.
Up, down,
Like Frank Delfino, a 66-year-old Greensboro resident.
out, back.
Absolutely, the exercise helps with you being able to do your simple daily chores. Empty the dishwasher, make your bed, get dressed.
Reach up towards the sky.
Delfino was diagnosed with Parkinson's 6 years ago.
It's like we're flying. Are you ready?
I just accepted it.
He says the disease initially inhibited his movements and caused him to become fatigued, but things got better because of his commitment to working
And
out.
1. Nice job, everybody.
I wouldn't be able to
Back, up.
do the things I do. I wouldn't be able to do normal daily routine.
Helps them maneuver their bodies easier.
That's why they're urging people who have Parkinson's to join a fitness class or exercise throughout their week.
It's like if you went to a dance class or tennis lessons or piano. You keep doing it, you get the rhythm, and you become better at it.
If you don't move, you won't move. There you go. And that applies to Parkinson's as well.
In Guilford County, Sydney Moore, WFMY News 2.
Really wide palms.
Coming up next, cleaning out your medicine cabinet is more than just making space. It can help save a life and help the water supply as well. We explain after the break.